gentlemen, welcome back to Pride. You're watching episode 13 on Hardcore TV, and our opener for tonight. Opening match is going to be Bam Bigelow taking on War Machine here. You can see Bam Bigelow surely taking it to War Machine right at the beginning of this fight here. Bam's got War Machine back up. He's got him up for, looks like a sidewalk slam. Plants him there. Bam Bigelow up to 350 pounds, rushing across the ropes, and just drops down right on War Machine. War Machine, a smaller statue, but he's got some build to him. War Machine's girlfriend out here with Christy Mack there at ringside. You can see her. Big knee by Bam Bigelow. After last call, you saw a great showing there from Kimo, Leopoldo, and Cincy Evans. Cincy Evans successfully retained the Pride Heavyweight Championship, but he also gained the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship from Brock Lesnar. And here we go. War Machine taking it to Bam. He's got him up, picks him up, scoops him down. And you can see Chris Mack cheering him on the outside. And War Machine taking it to Bam. Multiple punches to the face. After those two great CPVs, you had the pre-show. And then last call, Cincy Evans retains his title and he captures another one. Now we have a mega champion and Pride at the top of the food chain right now. But our main event for tonight is going to be Mark Callaway taking on Kurt Angle. And in another classic fight, we're going to have Kevin Sullivan. Excuse me. Here we go. Bam taking him. Here we go. He's up in the corner. Bam crushes War Machine. Excuse me. We have Dan Severn taking on Tank Abbott this evening. Kevin Sullivan not in Pride. A beautiful mistake made by me. Look at. Here we go. War Machine. He's got Bam Bigelow up. Drops him with a power bomb. War Machine with a fury just gets a second win. Now he's got a lock on. He's pressuring that knee into Bam's back, but he's already on the attack now. He's got him up. A master lock, it looks like, but he can't wrap his arm, can't touch his hands together because of how big Bam Bigelow's stature is. And then just drops him to the ground instead, picks him back up, goes off the ropes. They run into each other. Bam attacks him, shoves him back down to the ground. War Machine goes flying. Christy Mack is on the outside of the ring, just absolutely going bonkers. Here we go. He drops him down onto the mat. Bam Bigelow possibly going for a KO here after all these power moves, dropping down. Here we go. He's got the reverse face lock on him. He's pulling back. Here we go. He's pulling back. You can see the Mac tattoo on War Machine's face. Is he gonna snap that neck? Is the referee is yelling at Christy Mack as Bam Bigelow is curious what's going on, and he lets go of the hold on War Machine. Now War Machine fighting back. Here we go. He's got a scoop and a slam. Scoop and a slam by War Machine. Looks like we got to come back here after that distraction from Christy Mack. Here we go. Multiple punches there by War Machine on a Bigelow. He's got a camel clutch now. He's going for the classic submission maneuvers here on Bam Bigelow. Bam tapped out. Bam tapped out to a camel clutch here on Pride. And now War Machine, your victor of this fight. Thanks to the distraction of Christy Mack. Otherwise, he would have made War Machine tap out. The reverse face lock he had on. War Machine barely escapes the grasp of Bam Bigelow. Bam Bigelow also on ECW right now. Let's move on to our next fight. And we have our next fight here. This is from one of the classics that you have to remember. Dan Severn taking on Tank Abbott. And back of the head, Tank Abbott looks like these two legendary wrestlers, legendary fighters here going up one-on-one in the Pride ring right now. They both wanted this match against each other, not in the main event. They didn't care if I was at the top of the card or bottom of the card. They just wanted time to air some grievances and just take out some frustrations. Dan Severn, he was the first Pride Heavyweight Champion. defeated Leon Spinks for that title. Legendary boxer, MMA fighter. As you can see, big German suplex by Tank Abbott. He's definitely taking it to Dan Severn here. There we go. He's got him, drops him with that big elbow. You got to watch out for big elbow. If you recall, Tank Abbott made his MMA debut here at Pride against Cincy Evans in a last fighter standing match for the Pride Heavyweight Championship. Yep, Dan Severn is busted wide open, probably after that big elbow by Tank Abbott. He's made, here we go, fighting back. Tank Abbott's back up. Here we go. No, he stops the comeback. Dan Severn just clotheslines him down. There we go. He's opening up. He's trying to open up Tank Abbott here with those multiple punches. And he's got a big belly-to-belly. Big, it has to be one hell of a task to do a belly-to-belly on that man, Tank Abbott. He is a big guy. Now Dan Severn with the fury of punches. He's just unloading on Tank Abbott here. Dan Severn, here we go. Tank's up, gives him a punch to the stomach. Looks like Dan is, here we go, big knockout punch there by Tank Abbott. No, but he's not stopping with the punches. Multiple punches to the face and jawline. It looks like to Dan Severn. Dan Severn quickly gets up. Only to get taken back down by Tank Abbott here. Dan Severn, he's not stopping. This guy is an absolute beast. He's not stopping. He gets knocked out again. Knocked down, not knocked out, excuse me. Here we go. Tank Abbott right on top of Dan Severn. Here we go. Still punches after punches. You can see the blood pouring down Dan Severn's face. Look at this unbelievable just fight here. I cannot believe this. Dan Severn's getting right back up. Here we go. Big German suplex by Tank Abbott onto Dan Severn. Look at the blood all over. Dan Severn is covered in his own blood. Big elbow to the face. Tank Abbott just going and just bonkers here. He's just unloading on Dan Severn, this fellow legend, this fellow MMA fighter that they've known each other for a long time too, and they're just taking it to one another. Here we go. Dan Severn fighting back finally. Is he making his comeback against Tank Abbott? And it looks like Tank Abbott's just completely just ignoring all pain, and Dan Severn might be doing the same thing, but Tank Abbott looks like he's getting the best of him right now. He's in that corner being just Tank, look at him, he's just unloading these punches. This is unbelievable. I've never seen a fight like this that has gone on for so long, but this amount of time, it's been so one-sided. Here we go, Tank Abbott back on the ground and pound at Dan Severn. The thing is, Tank Abbott is allowing Dan to get back up on his feet. Look at those punches. Tank, he's not letting up. He hits like, here we go, Dan Severn. He pushes Tank off of him. He's got him in a headlock right now. Big knee to the midsection, it looks like, and a kick to the midsection. Dan Severn knocks him down with a clothesline. Now Dan mounting on top of on the Tank here. Multiple punches. And he's doing it again. Multiple punches here. You can see the blood just pouring down all over the legs of Dan Severn. He's just covering in his own blood thanks to the Tank, and drops him down with those arms. Here we go. Looks like Dan Severn's repaying the favor with all those punches. You're just getting a lot of hard hits here in this fight. Here we go. Belly to belly there by Dan Severn on the Tank Abbott. Former Pride Heavyweight Champion is just destroying Tank right now after a major comeback after being beaten for so long. During this fight, excuse me. You can just see the amount of blood. Here we go. Tank Abbott coming back at him, stomps him down to the ground. Dan Severn back under control. Throws him over into that corner. Looks like he's got him up on the top turnbuckle, it looks like. Big right hand there by Dan Severn. Here we go. Drops down back to the ring. Big punch there. Dan Severn still in the fight. He's still not knocked out. Here we go. Tank Abbott hits a big punch again. He was winding that sucker up. Now he's got the knee located in the back. He releases the hold near immediately. Off the ropes goes Tank Abbott. German suplex on it. Dan Severn here. Here we go. He's got the knee in the back of Dan Severn. Is Dan going to fight out, or is Dan Severn going to tap out? Dan Severn taps out. He taps out. He can't hold the pain much longer. An unbelievable fight here. Tank Abbott is victorious over Dan Severn, the legend, the former Pride Heavyweight Champion. Just look at these moves that just busted Dan Severn open, and just he was bleeding all over the entire fight here. Dan Severn off his game or something of the sort. Look at this huge this huge superplex off the top rope there. There's the big winding up knockout punch. But he ultimately defeats Dan Severn with the submission. He was obviously trying to knock out Dan Severn, but he just couldn't do it. So he had to rely on a submission. But ladies and gentlemen, after that amazing fight, let's head to a replay from what happened after last call, an incident. But then we'll get to our main event. Tank Abbott defeating Dan Severn here tonight. So let's get to the next segment, ladies and gentlemen. This is the image we closed out after last call. We're giving you a replay of what happened after last call. You saw Cincy Evans defeat Kimo Leopoldo, defending the Pride Heavyweight Championship. Then Cincy Evans went to face Brock Lesnar at the pre-show, defending the Pride Heavyweight Championship, and then he won the IWGP World Heavyweight Championship. Kimo Leopoldo was defeated. Cincy Evans went on to the pre-show, fought Brock Lesnar in a Rage in a Cage match, 2 out of 3. And then, this is what happened. Axe Hudson came out afterwards and attacked Cincy Evans, grabbed that belt, and just knocked Cincy Evans out with it. Now you know who's coming after the belt now after Kimo Leopoldo has been defeated. But the main event time, ladies and gentlemen, Mark Callaway taking on Kurt Angle. Kurt Angle, former Olympic gold medalist, and Mark Callaway just dropping with a big right hand off the ropes here. Gives him a clothesline, but how great of a fight can you imagine? Axe Hudson taking on Cincy Evans. Could the fight possibly take place in a month at last call too? We'll have to find out, ladies and gentlemen. Big belly to belly there by Kurt Angle. After you saw that last match, it was amazing. Classic, an MMA classic that Tank Abbott was purposely trying to knock out the legend Dan Severn, but couldn't do it, so he had to rely on submission. That was the only way he could defeat him, just like Kurt Angle, relying on the submission, grounding Mark Callaway. He's a much bigger guy, so Kurt Angle has to try and ground and pound Mark Callaway, as you can see he's doing right now, keeping it on the ground. He's trying to wear down Mark Callaway. Mark Callaway get back up to his feet, facing off. You can see that Mark is a lot taller, but Kurt Angle, he has more wrestling skill. He knows what he's doing here. And here we go, multiple punches. Mark Callaway also knows what he's doing, but you got to give the edge to Kurt Angle here in this fight. There we go, multiple punches. As you can see, the edge goes to Kurt Angle here. Mark Callaway just getting up after beating. Turns Mark Callaway around. Here we go. Angle slam by Kurt Angle on Mark Callaway. And he's not letting up. Here we go. Multiple punches. Kurt Angle not letting up after that wonderful angle slam. Beautifully executed on Mark Callaway. Kurt Angle could possibly get into the title mix here soon, because I've just gotten word that there will be a Bellator crossover soon with Pride, and that Rampage Jackson is issuing an open challenge for his World Heavyweight Championship against anyone on the Pride roster. I also have word that Brock Lesnar will be in action, as well as Tank Abbott. There we go. Mark Callaway behind Kurt Angle now, and takes him down with a belly-to-back suplex. But a Pride crossover with Bellator could do great business for Hardcore TV here, and one of the members of this roster could go on to Bellator and win the World Heavyweight Championship against Rampage Jackson. Here we go, Kurt Angle off the ropes, takes him down with a body slam. and dropping those big elbows on a Kurt Angle. He has back and neck problems. Kurt Angle does. He's had multiple surgeries on that neck, broken neck before. And Kurt Angle heads back up. And both stand both at a vertical basis. Kurt Angle runs at him with that big clothesline. Drops the leg. There comes the elbows again. Mark Callaway. Turns around. Is he going to go for the tombstone pile driver? Mark Callaway. He's going to go for the tombstone pile driver. Mark Callaway hits the tombstone pile driver on Kurt Angle here. The referee not calling for a knockout. Kurt Angle, though, he's down and out. He's not moving. Drops the leg. Mark Callaway calling for Kurt Angle to get back up to his feet. Taunting him. And he's going to go for it again. He's going to try to knock out Kurt Angle here tonight. Mark Callaway hits another tombstone pile driver. Kurt Angle calling. Kurt Angle is just getting back up to his feet. He's been busted open by that second tombstone pile driver. Kurt Angle is going to get tombstoned again. Kurt Angle got... There he goes. He's busted wide open. He's got the blood pooling. Angle back up to his feet. He headbutts Mark Callaway. Now he's working on the leg. Kurt Angle just gets right back up to his feet, and he starts working over Kurt Angle. He headbutts him. That's his first move after being hit with 3 tombstone pile drivers, and he just hits the angle slam. Kurt Angle hits an angle slam, and here we go. He's giving multiple punches to the face to Mark Callaway. You can see the blood all over the shorts here. All over this fighter, Kurt Angle. He's got blood everywhere after those 3 tombstone pile drivers, which impacts the head most. All of your body weight dropped on your head. Big German suplex by Kurt Angle on Mark Callaway after he ran into that turnbuckle in the corner. Go behind. He's got a German suplex. Kurt Angle, he picks him up for another German suplex. Still holds on, and he pulls off the triple rolling German suplexes on Mark Callaway. And this may be all. Here we go. He's got him locked in for an armbar. He's got a northern armbar here. He's pulling him up from the top, choking him out as well, pulling on the arm. Let's go of it. Kurt Angle back up to his feet along with Mark Callaway. Mark Callaway gets taken down with the clothesline by Kurt Angle, and he's got him in a rear naked chokehold, trying to wear down Mark Callaway, excuse me. Angle back up to his feet as well as Mark Callaway. This has to be unsettling for Mark. Done everything to try to put away this man. He hits an angle slam. Mark Callaway. He's in the ankle lock. Kurt Angle's got the ankle lock in. This is it. This is it for Mark Callaway. He's got the ankle locked in. Ankle lock is in. Mark Callaway taps out. That's it. That's the end of the fight right here. Your victor is Kurt Angle. Mark Callaway taps out to the ankle lock here tonight. Kurt Angle has definitely been proving himself as of late in Pride. Ladies and gentlemen, it's confirmed that Kurt Angle will go to Bellator and fight Rampage Jackson for the Bellator World Heavyweight Championship. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure to tune in on that video and so you can see the World Heavyweight Championship fight will be happening. And Tank Abbott versus Brock Lesnar in a legendary man versus beast match. Beast versus Beach in that match. And ladies and gentlemen, thank you for tuning in to Pride episode 13. And make sure to check out that Bellator collaboration video. And have a wonderful night, guys.